Hey guys, and welcome to Gwent in The Witcher 3. My name is Jaggerous, and I didn't want to make a deck guide this week, which would instantaneously become obsolete because of the patch. So instead we're going back to where it all started and playing some Gwent in Witcher 3. And hey look, who's that on my left with a great big hairy beard? Why? It's Merchant. Hello Merchant, would you like to play some Gwent with me?
An amulet, a Zor, some tortoise shells.
An amulet, a bazoa, some tortoise shells. Those are spicy items, by the way, mate.
Oh, that's definitely Merchant, 100%. Right, it's the Jaggerous versus Merchant show match, so let's fleece him for all he's got.
Let's play cards. Gwent wouldn't be bad.
Let's play cards. Gwent wouldn't be bad. See, it's totally me. So this is my deck. I'm running Northern Realms because my Nilfgaard deck I don't really have enough cards for. Similar with monsters. Look, I've got one card. It's not good. So yeah, I don't have a lot of cards for monsters, and I don't have a lot of cards for Nilfgaard or Squirtle, but I have lots of Northern Realms. So this is my large unit weather deck, basically, which is going on. So we've got Full Test as our leader. We're running Decoy to swap out cards if we want to, switch them out on a round that we're going to lose. We've got Catapult. We've got, lots of big units. We've got a few Blue Stripe Commandos in here, which get buffed by Big on the road together. The Dan Banar Medic will resurrect, and the Gwent I Siege Expert will buff units on a row. So, let's go. Oh look, Merchant's playing monsters. He's one of those players, you guys. In case you didn't realize that about Merchant, he's one of those players. What are we doing with our mulligan? We have some useful units for sure. A lot of Siege. Siege is nice. But we have Rain, which is kind of awkward to play Siege. We also have Kira and Sile. I think we'll mulligan these and see what we can find. More weather would have been nice. Basically, I guess this round we'll go for a melee round, and then on a future round we can go for a rain strategy potentially. So here is Vez. All right, Merchant, show me what you got. You have a Necker. I think that pulls another Necker from his deck. If he's got it, yeah, that's what it's done. So we can't really frost this round, which is a bit awkward, but it is what it is. What we'll do, we'll play out our Blue Stripe Commando. He can go out there. I don't actually think this guy has many range units is the thing. We're getting a lot of power on the front row. If we play our other Blue Stripe Commando, he should buff the first one. Although potentially what we could do in the meantime is play this guy out on the middle row. Because we can always resurrect him, basically, and if we find a second one. Although we didn't get any draws, so actually we're not going to find a second one. Let's play our Rain now. Like I say, we're not playing units in the back row, but Merchant is. So we'll weather him. And there's clear weather. Unfortunately, he had the clear weather, so that's been removed. We'll play out our, whatever this guy is, Blue Stripe Commando. And you can see there they got buffed because they were together. We now have 26 points. He's gone for Frost. We can obviously clear Frost, so this isn't really a problem for us. What we'll do is we'll use our leader ability now. And, oh, wrong card. Wrong card! I misclicked. Oh, feels bad. I was trying to use my leader ability, but it didn't work. Right, use our leader ability. We're still ahead of him. And clear the weather. No, no, leader. Oh, I have to press X to use leader. Apparently you can't just go and select your leader and use it. That was a misplay by me. Because we were going to get obviously more points out of the leader. Our opponent has passed. Damn straight you've passed. We have card advantage as well, which is pretty nice. I think we will pass. We can obviously resurrect that guy in the back line. So it's not really a big deal that we played him that turn. He's kept a 6, which is annoying with his monster ability. Oh, there's Frost. Frost is really good for us here. Our turn. So let's play a Trebuchet. I'm hoping he doesn't have Rain, basically, because what we're going to do is stack the back row. And then once we've stacked the back row, we'll resurrect that guy that buffs the back row and get a lot of points. And then we'll Frost his melee units, because we can. He's got one more card left. I don't want to play my weather until after he's picked his final card in case it's Clear Skies. Because obviously if he's got Clear Skies, I don't want him to remove the weather. Oh, Merchant. Merchant, my dear. You're just stacking the melee row. That's not going to end well for you. Like you've been frosted. So I think he's getting 2-0'd at this rate. Your opponent has passed. I don't even need to play my last card. But let's BM Merchant just a little bit. We're going to be one of those players. And then we can resurrect our Gwent I Siege Expert that we accidentally played. Pop him on the front row. He buffs the whole row. And Merchant got his ass whooped. Damn straight, look at that. 2-0'd Merchant. That's embarrassing. I would be embarrassed if I were you. So that's pretty good. We take our money. He didn't even give us any cards. Merchant, why are you running away, mate? Oh, there we go. I got Villain Trettenmirth. Look at that. Thank you very much. Right, well that was a good game of Gwent. Maybe we should play some more. So guys, I've moved to a different town and look who seems to have followed me. It's Merchant. Oh hey there, Merchant.
Or just perusing.
Buying or just perusing, mate?
Well, I'm actually hankering to play Gwent against you, Merchant. I hear that you're very good at Gwent, so I suggest that we play again.
Wouldn't mind a few rounds of cards.
Looks like we're gonna play Merchant again. I wonder which deck he's running this time. So we're gonna run the same deck. We did get Villain Trettenmirth, you can see there though. And if we look at that, we can see what it does. Destroys your enemy's strongest close combat units if the combined strength of all his or her close combat units is 10 or more. I'm assuming close combat units is melee units. I think we're going to have to tech in some Bork. We're going to have to put some Bork in this deck. There's a Bork. And what can we take out? We'll take out one of our K20 Siege Experts. There we go. Let's go, Merchant. What deck are you playing? Oh, look, he's playing Northern Realms. Oh, Nilfgaard, sorry. He's playing Nilfgaard this time. That's a mirror. I should know better. Frost, Fog, Rain, K20. Ooh, look at these Blue Stripe Commandos. This is nice. We have kind of a melee row. We don't really have much use for the K20 in this situation. So potentially what we do is mulligan him. I don't want an extra rain though. It's too much weather. Too much weather. We can obviously draw cards with our spy, and that actually helps us set up the Villain Trettenmirth as well, which is pretty nice. So let's do that. I want to see if he's playing those kind of units first though, because obviously with the Villain Trettenmirth ability, it needs to add up to 10 or more on the front row, and if he doesn't play any more units on the front row, it's not really worth it for me. We'll play Death Mold for the time being. Gonna play something on the front row, Merchant. There you go. Good job, young emissary. So we'll play out our Stennis now. This will draw us some cards. It's a spy, so we gave him points and we drew some cards. And then he's played more units on the front row. So we could potentially just frost the front row. But I do wanna try my Villain Trettenmirth. So let me just double check what he does. So he would hit both of the 5s if we played him here. So I think we can do this. And this should... Hey, look at that. Sorry, Merchant. We've burned your cards. Isn't that unfortunate? Isn't that unfortunate? Okay, so we're on 18 to his 12 at the moment. I'll pop out my Ballista as well. I think he should pass. We are quite far ahead of him. If he keeps playing cards here, we will pass, I think. We've got 2 card advantage at the moment. And 8 points on him, so I think I'm just going to pass here. Right, Merchant, what have you got? A Mangonel. Okay. And a dude. Okay, you've got 3 cards left, Merchant. Clear weather. There's no weather, Merchant. Merchant, what are you doing? And Emir. You played Rain. Oh, you've beaten me by 1 point. But you've got no cards. But I've got a handful of weather, which is not ideal. So this is actually kind of problematic here, to be honest. Although he just played a spy unit, so we got 7 points here. I think what we're going to do for the time being is just play some Fog. And basically, you know, try and bait out the pass. We could potentially decoy his spy, and that would give us more cards to draw. Yeah, I definitely think now that he's played Frost, we should probably decoy the spy. I believe we can decoy the spy. Yep, and we'll draw him into our hand, and then play him on our opponent's side, basically. Because this is going to then allow us to draw cards, and because he's played Frost, you know, he has to kind of deal with that, which is good. And then we may draw something useful. Hey, we got a siege unit. That's what I was hoping to find, basically, because then I can play out this siege unit, like so. And win the round, and then we have loads of cards for the next round, whereas Merchant has 1. So this is pretty good, I would say. We're going to pass here. Look at this tactical play. Tactical play. It was a risk. I did have to hope to draw a siege unit, but I do have a lot of siege units in my deck. Oh, we've got more Frost. I don't really want Frost is the problem. We're just going to play this dude for now. What have you got, Merchant? Play your 1 card. Oh, you have a 2-strength Nausicaa Cavalry. Oh, that's. It would be a shame if it were to get really cold all of a sudden. And for that guy to be frosted. Not that I actually need to play cards. I should probably just pass here. Oh dear, look at that. See, I think Merchant went too heavy in round 1 and that's what cost him rounds 2 and 3. That's a risk that you can make. I mean, I guess he was relying on his spy to give him some cards, but it wasn't to be. Good game, Merchant. Thank you for the 20 crowns. Oh look, he's given me a griffin. Thank you, I really appreciate it. Anyway, onwards in search of more Gwent. Well guys, we've continued on our adventures and made it to a new town, and look who it is! It's Merchant, and he's trimmed his beard. What?
What, mate?
Well, I feel like he's maybe a bit sick of me beating him at Gwent, but let's see if he fancies a game of Gwent. Hey Merchant, would you like to play me at Gwent?
A game of Gwent. How about it?
See, he's got his pride, you know. He's got his YouTuber content creator pride. He can't afford to just let me win. That would be embarrassing. Right, Merchant, let's go. Show me what you got. Right, he's playing full test. This time, that is Northern Realms. Okay, so we have Frost, we have Rain, we have some mid units, we have some back row units. This is not too bad. We don't have a lot of melee units, though. I'm thinking maybe we mulligan our melee units and just go for those 2 rows, basically. But it's a bit of a risk because we do have a lot of other melee units in here. Fog. So we've got 1 of each weather, which isn't too bad. We don't have a decoy, which is unfortunate. If we're going for a mid strategy, though, I think we do need to get rid of the fog, to be honest, because that's not going to be that useful for us. Hey, we got a spy. That is very useful. Unfortunately, we didn't see our villain Trettenmirth this time. It's my turn. Okay. I'm going to play this chickadee. Sile de Tarnsil. She's worth 5 points and does nothing in this game. Okay, he's going back row. We can always rain the back row. Let's play Kira. Here you go, it's Kira. What have you got, Merchant? Zoltan Chevet. Okay, I think we can go for our frost strategy then this turn. So we'll give him some points. And we drew an extra frost, which also means if he clears the frost, he's going to be in for a problem. Although we drew villain Trettenmirth, so we can always burn the front row, which is a nice option. The problem is if we play stronger units in the front row, then we won't be able to. We'd only burn that one. At the moment, we're getting 10. But I think we're safer to bait out and see if he has any more 5s, because there are a lot of 5s that go in the front row. And if he does play anything else there, it's likely to be a small unit. Your opponent has passed. So we could win with Frost, or we could play Bork. I think we win with Frost, because we can always use Bork for 7 points. Like, we don't have to always burn our opponent. And this will win us the round. So we'll play the Frost, and then we will pass. And now we have the same number of cards, which is nice. I believe we draw 1 card now at the start of the 2nd round, and I don't think you draw for the 3rd round, but maybe you do. Okay, so we got a melee unit. So it looks like we're not going to be running Frost this turn, which is good to know. So we'll play out our Denzel guy here and see what Merchant gets up to. We could always make a power play. We've got Rain, so potentially we stop his melee row this turn. Go for, like, our Rain and then our front row cards. That is definitely an option. Sorry, not his melee row, his siege row. And basically just take out his trebuchets and then pass. So, power play, we'll play this guy for now. Just in case he plays front row units and we want to use Bork. But, to be honest, we have Frost if he does play front row units on the next turn. Oh, that's rude. Because if we clear the weather, then it means that we actually help him for his ballistas. So I think for now, we're just going to pass. And then we'll get card advantage. I guess what I could have done is played my Frost. I could have played my Frost to try and bait out more cards from him. That probably would have been a more sensible plan. Oh, he drew a card because he was behind. I guess that's what the Northern Realm faction ability does. So this is going to be an interesting one then. Because I don't have Rain. We'll see what he does. Redanian Foot Soldier. Okay, well, I guess we'll play out our back row cards then. Am I going to lose to Merchant? Oh, I'm scared now. I'm actually a little bit worried. He doesn't seem to have that much strength is the good news. Because we're on 20. He's on 13 with 2 cards. We do have a 7 in hand as well. It's 2. We'll play out our 7. We're not going to play Frost because that's going to debuff us. And if he has Frost, we still win, so that's okay. That should play Fog, I believe, which doesn't really help him. And I think we pass at this stage, to be honest, you guys. He's got one more card in hand is the only thing. But I don't want to clear weather because that's harming him and not harming us, obviously. So I think for now we pass. I think just because you have cards doesn't mean you should necessarily play them. Okay, he's played a spy. And he's drawn a 5. But it's not enough. He's drawn a 1. That's not enough either. That'll give him 2. 19 versus 31. Oh dear. Poor merchant. We are just destroying him today. But the good news is, you know, he'll give you a card if you beat him. So, you know, if you ever beat Merchant, don't forget he owes you a card. So make sure you you message him about that. And we got Van Hamar. So there's another Gwent card. And you can see he's wandered back to his little store. He's looking kind of sorry for himself. But I think that'll do it for our Jaggerous versus Merchant grudge match today in The Witcher 3. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up button. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you think I'm a better player than Merchant? You know, feel free to tell me. Beyond that, you can check out Merchant's actual YouTube channel. I'll link that in the description below as well. He's another Gwent content creator, if you guys didn't get the joke. And yeah, thanks for watching. Have a fantastic day, and hopefully I'll catch you guys next time. Bye!